Europe, a tapestry woven with centuries of history, art, and culture. And while the continent boasts modern marvels, there are corners where time seems to stand still. Places where the echoes of medieval life still whisper through cobbled streets and soar from ancient towers. We're talking about those charming medieval towns and villages, often overlooked on the typical tourist trail. These are the places where you can truly step back in time, where history isn't just in a museum, it's all around you. So, pack your imagination, your sense of adventure, and maybe a good pair of walking shoes. We're about to embark on a journey to uncover 10 of these hidden gems, each more enchanting than the last. Get ready to wander through winding alleyways, marvel at centuries-old architecture, and soak in the unique atmosphere of these remarkable medieval towns. This is Europe, as you've never seen it before. Our first stop takes us to Bavaria, in the heart of Germany, to a town seemingly plucked straight from the pages of a grim fairy tale. This is Rothenburg ob der Tauber, a perfectly preserved medieval gem that embodies the essence of old-world charm. Imagine strolling through cobbled streets lined with half-timbered houses, their brightly colored facades adorned with flower boxes overflowing with blooms. Look up and you'll see steeply pitched roofs punctuated by dormer windows, each one whispering tales of centuries past. This town is a walker's paradise, inviting you to lose yourself in its maze of narrow lanes and hidden courtyards. Every turn reveals a new photo opportunity, a new glimpse into a bygone era. You might even feel like you've stepped onto the set of a movie, and you wouldn't be far off. Rothenburg's timeless beauty has graced the silver screen numerous times, most famously in the Christmas classic, The Wonderful World of Benjamin Button. But believe me, nothing compares to experiencing the magic of Rothenburg in person. Speaking of Christmas, Rothenburg is renowned for its magical Christmas market, a tradition dating back to the 15th century. Imagine the scent of roasted almonds and gingerbread filling the crisp winter air, as you browse stalls overflowing with handcrafted ornaments, traditional toys, and festive treats. But Rothenburg is more than just a pretty face. Its history is as rich and fascinating as its architecture. Climb the town hall tower for panoramic views and learn about the legendary Master Draft, which saved the town from destruction during the 30 Years' War. Visit the Medieval Crime Museum for a sobering look at the darker side of medieval life, or explore the fascinating German Christmas Museum, a celebration of this beloved holiday tradition. And don't forget to sample the local specialty, Schneeball, a delicious ball of fried dough dusted with powdered sugar. Rothenburg ob der Tauber is a feast for the senses, a town that will capture your heart and leave you longing to return. Next, we journey to the heart of Bohemia, in the Czech Republic, to a town that seems to float upon a bend in the Vltava River. This is Cesky Krumlov, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a place of captivating beauty. Imagine a fairy tale castle perched majestically on a rocky promontory, its pastel pink tower piercing the sky. Below, the town unfolds, a captivating labyrinth of cobblestone streets, charming squares, and colorful houses with their signature red-tiled roofs. The Vltava River meandering through the town adds a touch of magic to the scene, reflecting the beauty of the architecture and creating a sense of tranquility. Take a leisurely stroll along its banks, cross the historic bridge, and soak in the enchanting ambience. Cesky Krumlov is a town best explored on foot. Get lost in its narrow alleyways, discover hidden courtyards, and stumble upon cozy cafes and traditional pubs. You'll feel the weight of history at every turn, as if time itself has slowed down in this magical corner of Bohemia. Dominating the skyline, Cesky Krumlov Castle demands to be explored. Dating back to the 13th century, it's a fascinating blend of architectural styles, from Gothic to Renaissance. Explore its opulent interiors, wander through its courtyards, and climb the tower for breathtaking views over the town and the surrounding countryside. But Cesky Krumlov is more than just its castle. The town is home to several other notable sites, including the Church of St. Vitus, the Egon Schiele Art Centrum, and the fascinating regional museum. Be sure to catch a performance at the Revolving Theater, a unique experience that combines theater with the beauty of the castle gardens. For a truly memorable experience, take a boat trip down the Vltava River. You'll get a different perspective on the town, drifting under bridges and past charming riverside houses. And don't forget to try a local beer at one of the many traditional pubs. Cesky Krumlov may be small, but it's big on charm, history, and beauty. It's a town that will steal your heart and leave you breathless with wonder. Carcassonne. Even the name sounds like something out of a medieval fairy tale, doesn't it? This town in the south of France is a true marvel, a place where history seems to have stopped centuries ago. As you approach Carcassonne, you'll be greeted by a sight that'll take your breath away. A perfectly preserved medieval citadel, complete with soaring towers, ramparts, and those iconic pointed roofs. It's like stepping onto a movie set, but even better because it's real. And the best part is, you don't just look at Carcassonne, you experience it. Wander through the cobblestone streets, past charming shops and cafes, and let your imagination run wild. Imagine knights patrolling the ramparts, ladies-in-waiting gossiping in the courtyards, and the clang of blacksmiths' hammers echoing through the air. This citadel, restored in the 19th century, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and rightly so. It's a testament to the ingenuity of those medieval builders and a reminder of a time when life was simpler, albeit a bit more dangerous. Now, if you're lucky enough to be in Carcassonne during the summer, you're in for a real treat. Every July, the town bursts to life with its famous medieval festival. Imagine a sea of colorful banners, the air filled with the sound of minstrels and troubadours, and the aroma of roasting meats and spiced wine. It's a chance to step back in time and experience the sights, sounds, and even the smells of the Middle Ages. Watch skilled artisans demonstrate their crafts, be amazed by jousting tournaments and falconry displays, and maybe even try your hand at archery. The energy is infectious, and you'll find yourself swept up in the merriment. But even if you miss the festival, Carcassonne offers plenty to keep you entertained. Take a guided tour to delve deeper into the town's fascinating history, or simply wander at your own pace, soaking up the atmosphere. And don't forget to enjoy a leisurely lunch at one of the many restaurants, savoring the flavors of the Languedoc region. From the sun-drenched south of France, we journey north to Belgium, to a city often called the Venice of the North. Bruges, with its charming canals, cobbled streets, and gabled houses, is a fairy tale come to life. Forget about cars here. The best way to experience Bruges is the way they did centuries ago, on foot or by boat. Glide along the tranquil canals, duck under arched bridges, and admire the reflections of the sky and the centuries-old buildings dancing on the water. It's a truly magical experience, especially in the evening when the lights cast a warm glow on the water. But Bruges is more than just pretty canals. Climb the 366 steps to the top of the Belfry of Bruges, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and you'll be rewarded with breathtaking panoramic views of the city. This 13th century bell tower, once a symbol of the city's prosperity, still dominates the market square, and houses a carillon with 47 mesmerizing bells. As you descend back into the heart of Bruges, treat yourself to some of the city's famous chocolates. Belgium's chocolate makers are renowned for their artistry and craftsmanship, and a visit to Bruges wouldn't be complete without indulging in some of their sweet creations. Bruges is a city steeped in history, and its art scene reflects this rich heritage. Visit the Groningen Museum, home to a stunning collection of Flemish primitive paintings, including masterpieces by Jan van Eyck and Hans Memling. Lose yourself in the intricate details and vibrant colors of these masterpieces, a testament to the artistic skill of the time. For a different artistic experience, head to the Church of Our Lady, where you'll find Michelangelo's exquisite marble sculpture Madonna and Child. This serene and moving work of art is a must-see for any art enthusiast. And speaking of churches, don't miss the Basilica of the Holy Blood, a beautiful Roman Catholic basilica that is said to house a relic of the blood of Jesus Christ. But Bruges is not just about museums and churches. The city has a vibrant modern side too. Explore the trendy boutiques and cafes, enjoy a delicious meal at one of the many restaurants serving traditional Flemish cuisine, and soak up the lively atmosphere of the market square. And as the sun sets, find a cozy pub, sip on a local beer, and let the magic of Bruges wash over you one last time. From Belgium we travel south to the heart of Tuscany, to a city that embodies the romance and beauty of Italy. Siena, with its terracotta rooftops, winding medieval streets, and the magnificent Piazza del Campo, is like a scene straight out of a Renaissance painting. This shell-shaped square, considered one of the greatest medieval squares in Europe, is the heart and soul of Siena. Imagine yourself standing on the sloping pavement, surrounded by the elegant facades of the Palazzo Pubblico and the Torre del Mangia, feeling the pulse of the city around you. It's an experience that stays with you long after you've left. Siena is a city best explored on foot. Get lost in the maze of narrow streets lined with charming shops selling everything from local ceramics and leather goods to delicious Tuscan specialties. duck into a quiet courtyard, savor a scoop of gelato, and soak up the atmosphere of this timeless city. And if you're lucky enough to be in Siena in July or August, you'll witness the Palio, a bareback horse race that has been taking place in the Piazza del Campo for over 700 years. The Palio is just one example of Siena's rich history and traditions. This city has been captivating visitors for centuries, and its artistic and cultural heritage is just as impressive as its beauty. No trip to Siena is complete without a visit to the Duomo, the city's magnificent cathedral. Step inside and be awestruck by the black and white striped marble facade, the intricate floor mosaics, and the stunning works of art by some of the greatest names of the Sienese school, including Duccio and Donatello. For a deeper dive into Sienese art, head to the Pinacoteca Nazionale, which houses a remarkable collection of paintings by Sienese masters from the 13th to the 16th centuries. Here, you can trace the evolution of the Sienese school, known for its elegance, spirituality, and use of rich colors. But Siena is not just about grand cathedrals and museums. Take some time to explore the city's quieter corners. Visit the botanical gardens, enjoy a glass of local wine at a sidewalk cafe, or simply relax in one of the many parks and gardens that offer stunning views of the Tuscan countryside. Hallstatt, Austria. Now here's a town that seems to have sprung straight from the pages of a fairy tale. Nestled between the glassy surface of Hallstatter Sea and the dramatic peaks of the Dachstein Mountains, it's a place that takes your breath away. Imagine strolling along cobblestone lanes, the scent of pine filling the air, as colorful timber-framed houses reflect in the crystal-clear waters of the lake. It's the kind of scene that makes you want to pinch yourself. But Hallstatt isn't just a pretty face. This town has a history as rich and deep as the salt mines that lie hidden within its mountain backdrop. For over 7,000 years, people have toiled in these mines, extracting the white gold that brought prosperity to the region. Today, you can don a miner's suit, ride the funicular railway deep into the mountain, and experience firsthand the fascinating world of salt mining. And when you emerge from the depths, blinking in the sunlight, take some time to savor the simple pleasures of Hallstatt. Rent a rowboat and glide across the lake, surrounded by the majestic peaks. Hike up to the Hallstatt skywalk for panoramic views that will stay with you long after you've left. Or simply find a bench by the water, close your eyes, and let the gentle lapping of the waves wash away your worries. As you wander through Hallstatt's narrow streets, you'll notice houses clinging to the mountainside. This unique style is due to the town's limited space between the lake and mountains. Visit the Hallstatt Museum in a beautifully preserved 16th century building. Discover the town's past, from prehistoric salt mining to its medieval trading center. For unique souvenirs, check out local shops selling products made from Hallstatt salt. Hallstatt will stay with you long after you've said Auf Wiedersehen. From the Austrian Alps we journey south to the heart of Tuscany, Italy. Here, amidst rolling hills, rises the unforgettable city of San Gimignano. San Gimignano's iconic skyline is pierced by tall, slender towers. These towers, once symbols of wealth and power, now guard the city's rich history. Today, only 14 remain, lending the city an air of fairy-tale grandeur. As you approach, you'll feel a sense of anticipation building. The moment you pass through the ancient city walls, you're greeted by narrow cobblestone streets, but it's the towers that will truly captivate you. Wandering through San Gimignano's atmospheric streets, be sure to stop in at one of the many local shops selling Vernaccia di San Gimignano, the region's signature white wine. This crisp, dry wine pairs perfectly with the local cuisine. Enjoy it with fresh pasta, seafood, or white meat, and of course, no meal is complete without a scoop of gelato. Visit the Museo Civico for its medieval and Renaissance art. As the sun sets, soak up the magical atmosphere from the city walls. This is San Gimignano at its most enchanting, capturing the heart and soul of Tuscany. From the sun-drenched hills of Tuscany, we journey north to the captivating city of Tallinn, Estonia. Tallinn might not be on everyone's radar, but trust me, this Baltic gem is a revelation. It's a city where history and modernity collide delightfully. Step through the imposing Viru gates and you'll feel like you've been transported back to the Middle Ages. Within Tallinn's medieval walls lies a perfectly preserved old town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Tallinn seamlessly blends its medieval past with its vibrant present. Trendy cafes and art galleries are tucked away in ancient cellars. Dominating Tallinn's skyline is the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, a magnificent onion-domed cathedral that's a symbol of the city's Russian Orthodox heritage. Step inside, and you'll be greeted by a dazzling display of mosaics, icons, and frescoes, a testament to the city's rich religious history. For a taste of local life, head to the vibrant Tallinn market, a bustling marketplace where you can find everything from fresh produce and local handicrafts to souvenirs and traditional Estonian clothing. And if you're feeling adventurous, try some of the local delicacies like black rye bread, smoked fish, or elk sausage. As the sun begins to set, casting a warm glow over the city's rooftops, find a cozy pub and settle in for a pint of local craft beer. Tallinn has a thriving craft beer scene, and there's nothing quite like enjoying a cold one while soaking up the city's unique atmosphere. Later, catch a performance at the Estonian National Opera or the Tallinn City Theatre, both renowned for their exceptional productions. Tallinn is a city that will surprise and delight you at every turn. It's a city with a fascinating history, a vibrant culture, and a welcoming spirit. So pack your bags, grab your sense of adventure, and prepare to be captivated by the magic of Tallinn. Now picture this. A mystical island rising dramatically from a vast bay, crowned with a breathtaking abbey that seems to touch the heavens. That's Mont Saint-Michel, folks, a place that feels like it stepped right out of a medieval tapestry. Located just off the coast of Normandy, this UNESCO World Heritage Site has been a pilgrimage destination for over 1,000 years. As you cross the causeway at low tide, imagine the faithful pilgrims who once journeyed here on foot, their spirits lifted by the sight of this architectural marvel emerging from the mist. The Abbey itself is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture, its soaring spires and intricate carvings a testament to the devotion and skill of its medieval builders. And the views? Well, let's just say they're about as good as it gets. From the Abbey ramparts, you can gaze out over the endless expanse of the bay, watching the tides ebb and flow like the rhythms of history itself. Speaking of tides, Mont Saint-Michel is famous for having some of the most dramatic tides in the world. At low tide, you can walk across the sandy bay to the island, but as the tide comes in, it rushes across the flats with surprising speed. It's a sight that'll leave you awestruck, trust me. But Mont Saint-Michel isn't just a pretty face. This island has a rich history, serving as a strategic stronghold, a monastery, and even a prison throughout the centuries. As you wander through its narrow, cobbled streets lined with charming shops and restaurants, you can feel the weight of the past all around you. For a truly unforgettable experience, try to visit Mont Saint-Michel at both low and high tide. Witnessing the island transform from a landlocked wonder to a fortress surrounded by water is a sight you won't soon forget. And don't miss the chance to attend a service in the Abbey, where the acoustics are said to be as awe-inspiring as the architecture itself. Our final stop takes us to the heart of Spain, to the ancient city of Toledo, perched dramatically on a hilltop overlooking the Tagus River. Known as the City of Three Cultures, Toledo is a place where history comes alive, where the legacies of Christianity, Islam, and Judaism intertwine to create a tapestry as rich and complex as the city itself. As you wander through Toledo's labyrinthine streets, you'll encounter a fascinating blend of architectural styles, from the majestic Gothic cathedral to the ornate Mudejar palaces, to the serene synagogues tucked away in quiet corners. This is a city best explored on foot, folks, so put on your walking shoes and get ready to be transported back in time. One of the things I love most about Toledo is the way it celebrates its diverse heritage. You can visit the magnificent cathedral, one of the finest examples of Gothic architecture in Spain, and then wander through the narrow streets of the Jewish quarter, where time seems to stand still. It's a reminder that even in the midst of difference, beauty and understanding can flourish. But Toledo is more than just a history lesson, folks. It's also a city brimming with life, with a vibrant art scene, delicious cuisine, and a warm, welcoming atmosphere. Be sure to sample some of the local specialties like the melt-in-your-mouth marzipan or the hearty cocido madrileno stew, and don't miss the chance to browse the city's many artisan workshops where you can find everything from handcrafted swords to intricate Damascene jewelry. Toledo has a long tradition of craftsmanship, and you're sure to find a unique souvenir to take home with you. As the sun sets over the Tagus River, casting a warm glow on the city's ancient walls, take a moment to reflect on all you've experienced on this journey through some of Europe's most stunning medieval towns. From the fairy-tale charm of Rothenburg, to the dramatic beauty of Mont Saint-Michel, to the cultural tapestry of Toledo, these towns offer a glimpse into a world gone by, reminding us of the enduring power of history, art, and human connection. Well folks, there you have it. 10 stunning medieval towns in Europe that are just begging to be explored. I hope this video has inspired you to add a few of these enchanting destinations to your travel bucket list. Remember, travel is more than just ticking off destinations. It's about immersing yourself in new cultures, experiencing history firsthand, and creating memories that will last a lifetime. So pack your bags, grab your guidebook, and get ready for an unforgettable adventure. And be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more travel tips and inspiration. Until next time, happy travel.